Welcome back. My name is Aaron.
My name is Colin.
And this is the SportsHive Show. Wow! Dude, we are going to be talking about the NFL. So we got free agency around the corner. We got the draft around the corner. We just had the NFL Combine that's happened or just happening. So we got a lot of NFL talk, a lot of news that dropped in the NFL. A lot surrounding this guy right here. So representing him at least one more time, right? Because Kyler Murray is going to be released by the Cardinals that came out today. So barring a trade, but
by next Wednesday.
By next Wednesday. And apparently the Cardinals were trying to trade him during the scouting combine and couldn't.
So the only people that would probably go after him in a trade would be the Raiders or the Dolphins, I could see.
Yeah.
To make sure that they got a quarterback.
Who knows? I don't think so. I think we're just going to release him and then eat whatever money we have to eat this year and kumbaya.
Yeah, I mean, well, you have to eat, $38.6 million if you were to just cut him. If you were to trade him, it's only half that, which is 19.8. Right. So,
but before we talk about Cardinals, let's talk about the other news that has dropped within the last week or so. And starting with, I think what's surprising is Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have let your Super Bowl MVP walk.
No, I get it.
Mm-hmm. But, that's probably because a lot of teams need the 1-2 punch at running back. And it's
right. They keep said other running back healthy,
Yeah, K9 and Charbonnet were a good mix. Then I don't get why. I mean, you have to be high on your RB3 that you have right now that took over for Charbonnet.
Helani? Is that his name?
I believe so. Yeah, I think we talked about this a few weeks ago.
Right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah. You have to be high on him if you don't want to pay Walker and then have the chance to have him go to literally anybody else that needs a running back, the Cardinals.
Right. Unless they have to be looking at somebody in free agency that they know is there that they can go ahead and snag. That's better than Kenneth Walker. What? I don't understand the reasoning behind that at all. Because it came down today that he's not getting tagged and he's going to be shopped in free agency. So some other team's going to snag him.
The only thing I could think of is if you have Charbonnet starting, and then since the Texans just traded for David Montgomery.
Right, that's right. That happened.
You look to the Texans for a trade for Joe Mixon or Nick Chubb or Woody Marks.
That's true because they are a heavy running back team now. They have 4, technically.
4 what would be starters on any other team.
100%. Woody Marks.
Any other shitty team, that is.
Yes. Yes. So maybe they just don't value running back. The Seahawks, I mean. They must value just other positions and wanted to save money and not sign Kenneth Walker to a big deal. It's just all money-based.
Probably, but I mean, you have the money to spend, I believe. You're going to have to pay in Jigba eventually. Cup, you didn't have him for that much. Charbonnet, you're not paying him for that much. Barner, you're not paying him that much, I don't believe. Darnold, I think was... Did he get a big-ass deal?
I don't think he got a long-term deal. I think it was just a 2-year contract. I'm pretty sure. Because he was still unproven. He took the Vikings 14-3 or whatever.
Yeah. Well, they should have kept him. Glad they didn't.
Yep. Now they're going to get Kyler Murray.
Or bring Kirk Cousins back. I mean, I don't know. The Seahawks are very dumb.
I think so, too. And I think most of the league is like that right now. It's what are you guys doing?
Because, at least as far as your guys' division goes, the Cardinals are the only team that would need a new running back. The Packers don't need one. The Lions don't need one. The Bears don't need one. The Vikings are letting go of Aaron Jones, along with...
So they're probably going to need one.
Hargrave, I believe. So they'll maybe be in the market for someone to put along Jordan Mason. The Ravens don't need one. The Bengals don't need one. The Browns don't need one. The Steelers, whatever, don't need one. Redskins don't need one. Giants don't need one. Cowboys don't need one. Eagles don't need one. Falcons don't need one for sure. Saints don't need one. Buccaneers don't need one. The Panthers don't need one.
So you're saying Kenneth Walker? to the Cardinals.
The Jets don't need one because they just tagged Breece Hall.
Yeah, they just tagged
The Bills
Breece.
have James Cook. The Dolphins have Achane. And then what are the team am I blanking on right now? I didn't say the Jags either. The Jags don't need one.
The Rams don't need one.
Yeah, well, obviously your division, the Rams and the
Niners.
Niners don't need one. I'm pretty sure
I think you just named everybody.
Pretty much. So, like, the Seahawks not bringing back K9
Chiefs,
is
Broncos,
just
Raiders.
Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, yeah. Chiefs, if K9 goes to the Chiefs, I might throw a fit.
They've never really had like a true on running back. You know what I
Kareem
mean?
Hunt, when he came in the league.
Closest thing, but yeah.
Well, Jamal Charles as well. But
That was the last time they actually had a running back, I think, was Jamal.
yeah, they had McKinnon, Jerick McKinnon, in the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl that they won, I believe.
And they turned Isaiah Pacheco into a running back because he got drafted as a wide receiver.
I don't think so.
He was a wide receiver. He was playing wide out for a couple games, and they turned him over to running back because they needed a running back, and he's explosive, and he's quick. I put money on it. He was not drafted as a running back to the Kansas City Chiefs. Wide receiver. But as you're looking that up, but you're right. Like, what? Besides the Cardinals, because the Cardinals do need running back help, unless they're just going to ball with their guys, but they don't have a true on running back, and James Conner's probably going to end up getting released. Or not signed, rather. So and then Charbonnet for the Seahawks is hurt. And then you have no Kenneth Walker. So like you said, Halani's the only one left. And he showed that he could probably be a starter, at least an RB2. Or maybe they're just waiting to see if Charbonnet can get healthy this offseason and get somebody in free agency or the draft. I don't know. But yeah, you have Kenneth Walker, he's walking. Breece Hall got tagged. Pickens got tagged by the Cowboys. And then Kyle Pitts also got tagged by the Falcons. Did you find it?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. You might be wrong, player. Yep. You are. How much money did you want to bet? Because I'm about to take it. I'm about to snake it.
I got you a nickel.
Because he came out of Rutgers in 2018. He had 111 rushing attempts, 551 yards, 2 catches, 11 receiving yards. So I don't think that's a receiver. He also had 169 attempts. The following year, 116, then 167. So all-purpose in college, he had 563 carries for 2,442 yards, 18 touchdowns, 47 catches for 249, and 1 touchdown at Rutgers.
Why did I think he was a wide receiver?
Shit, you thinking of Xavier Worthy or something?
No.
You are mistaken.
Thanks for saying that 4 times.
Yeah, well, you want to hear a 5th?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. All right, whatever.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
Anyways.
There is only but few teams in the market for a running back.
Unless there's a team out there that just wants Kenneth Walker out on the back burner for when inevitably your running back gets hurt, because that's just what the industry is.
The previous Super Bowl MVP is not going to be on the back burner for anybody.
But if all the teams you just listed have their running backs for the next coming season, besides a few,
I would, if I was the Steelers, I would take K9 over anybody that I have on that team. Cardinals, obviously, I would take him.
Yep.
Chiefs, I would take him. That's probably it.
Right.
Saints, you would have that argument since Kamara's getting older.
He's going to get picked up. It's just going to see what team he goes to and what his workload's going to be.
He already has the ring. He already has the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
So he's probably just going to be in it for the money. So whatever team can offer him the most, and also maybe in a winning scenario and where he starts.
To the Cardinals.
That's not a winning scenario, but I like your enthusiasm.
Thanks. I'm just saying everybody to the Cardinals. Hendricks is going to go to the Cardinals. K9 is going to the Cardinals.
Malik Willis
is going to the Cardinals. Like we're hurting. We suck right now. And it's just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we got a lot of issues. Like came down today that we're releasing Murray for nothing. Like, we could have traded him all last year when he was injured. He was only injured for a couple weeks. He could have played for most of the season.
Well, I mean, there is still a week left until the new year for the football season. So, like I said, like the Raiders or the Dolphins or the Jets could make a push.
I just want some
to trade
picks.
for Kyler.
I don't even care if it's like 5th, 6th, or 7th round. Like, throw some picks our way, and we'll give you Kyler. But it's also just a contract issue, too.
Even like...
Too much money involved.
Yeah.
With all that crap.
It is. So you also have to look at a team that could be the Raiders. The Raiders could trade away Max Crosby and then free up money. So then it could take on Kyler Murray's cap space.
Yeah.
So,
but,
I mean...
Like, we're not going to get Max Crosby unless we give up the number 3 overall pick.
No, I'm not saying that, fool. You ain't getting no Max. I'm saying if Max gets traded away from the Raiders to somebody else.
Oh, no. To the Cardinals.
No.
Everybody's coming to the Cardinals. That's what I need.
Nope.
I need a new O-lineman. I need a new defensive end. I need a new quarterback. I need a new running back. I need Marvin Harrison to get off his ass to start playing some games. And I need Michael Wilson to keep doing what he's doing. And I need McBride to have a quarterback that's going to throw to him so he continues to be the tight end number 1 of the whole league. That's what I need. And I need a defense that doesn't get injured.
Do you know the Cardinals receiving core was ranked in the top 10 of most receiving yards through last season?
I did not know that, but it makes sense.
Top 10. I'm pretty sure it was 10. I think the Cardinals might have been at like 8, 9, or 10, but like they're up there.
That makes sense to me because, I mean...
McBride had about like 10,000 yards.
That's what I'm saying. McBride and Wilson at the end of the season.
Wilson had about 9,000, and then Harrison had about 8.
Yeah. 8 yards?
Yep.
Yeah. No, I need this boy to start doing something next year.
What do you got?
I need Harrison to start doing something next year because I'm tired of the, is he a bust?
This will be his, what, third year?
Yeah, it'll be his 3rd year, but I'm tired of people saying he's a bust. Hudda.
So far he is.
I know.
He's not worth the first round.
You don't have to remind me. He's not worth a 4th round or 4th overall pick right now. And that's why I need him to start proving it. So I'm hoping with a new coaching staff and a new quarterback, crap will happen on the offensive side.
If his name wasn't Marvin Harrison Jr., he would have been cut. He would have been cut already.
What, cut from the Cardinals or cut from Ohio State?
The Cardinals.
Ohio State, this dude was balling.
That's what I'm saying. But like
Ballin'.
first 2 years already.
But if you're gonna, because you gotta put it in the perspective, he was playing with Kyler Murray, and then Jacoby Brissett, and then the coaching staff that was a crappy coaching staff, and a crappy offensive coordinator, Andrew Petzing, who the Lions now have. The Lions are gonna win like 4 games this year because they let go of David Montgomery. The Lions are done. They're not doing anything next year. Pen that in. But, like, back to my point, which I don't even know what my point is anymore.
That he wouldn't have been cut.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's not going to be cut. If he has another crappy year, that's when everybody's going to start being like, okay, well, now he's a bust, like Brian Thomas Jr. kind of thing. But there's a lot of players that don't make it in this league. That's just what it is. And a lot of players who get picked in the 6th, 7th, 5th round that end up becoming stars. So
what my point was, do you think he's
a bust right now?
Okay.
For sure.
Because of who his dad is.
Obviously,
do you think that's one of the reasons why there's been like no like maybe trade talks yet in his what would be third season.
He's going into his 3rd season, so I don't think it's
people trade people early.
I think that'd be stupid.
If BTJ might get traded to the Steelers.
If you're just going to do 2 years with a guy you picked number 4 in the 1st round, like you're going to give him more than 2 years. And if you don't think your quarterback was competent enough or the coaching staff, like if he doesn't do anything this year with a new coaching staff and a new quarterback, I say by mid-year, and he's not like racking up catches and yards and TDs, then you start thinking about it a little bit, see what you can get back for him. But then even that's a little bit early because now the question is, or the conversation is going to be, well, it's a new coaching staff. It's a new quarterback. He has a new system. So is he really a bust now? Because that's what the conversation is going to turn into, right? Because that's what a conversation always turns into.
Well, wasn't Brian Thomas Jr. the same draft as him?
No, I think Brian Thomas Jr. was before him because I believe he was picked number 4 the previous year or the year before that.
Because BTJ has been in the league for more than 2 years.
Yeah.
I believe. But so going into his 4th year now on the Jags.
Right.
Now there's talk about him being traded to like Pittsburgh.
Right.
So, like, he's good.
I should not give up on him yet. I'm not. He's a bust, for sure. He hasn't done what we thought he was going to do. But then again, given his situation, look at it.
But Jacoby also turned McBride into the best tight end by far this year. So
True story. And Michael Wilson.
Have to have, like, exactly. Michael Wilson plays the same position as Harrison. So, like, it's not.
And he was also hurt, too, for a long time.
A quarterback fault. Yeah, he's iffy.
Yeah.
But, like.
And I think he's having an issue with not believing in himself because he had a really good game against the Cowboys. Yeah, I think he had 120-something points, or 120 yards, 120-something yards and 2 touchdowns with like 10 catches or something. That was like his best game as a pro. And like, I think he needed that game because I think one of the touchdowns he just knelt down and like prayed.
Yep.
I think that was the Cowboys game. It could have been before that, if I'm not mistaken. But you can tell he's having like an internal battle with himself too. Like, can he compete in this league? Because this league obviously is way different than college, and that goes for basketball too. Like, a lot of these guys who get drafted, they just can't do it, or do it a little bit like DeAndre Ayton, a freaking stud in college, but when it comes to the pros, he's like this. Most of the time, it's your no-namers that come out of the draft in the NFL that are studs.
Out of all those Ohio State receivers, though, Harrison is so far the worst one.
I know, I get it.
And Jigba's got a ring, Offensive Player of the Year.
Well, look at his quarterback.
Olave with Shaw and Rattler. Don't want to hear it. Olave, stud.
Yeah.
This year. And even with Dookie Carr the year before. And now Harrison with Murray, Brissett, whoever else has been there since he's been there.
Marvin Harrison Jr. knows this is a prove it year. He knows it. He has to prove it to the new coaching staff. He has to prove it to whoever's coming in at quarterback that I'm the guy
Garrett
on this
Wilson.
team. Yeah.
That was the other one. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
But the reason why I thought of Wilson was because if he doesn't do good this year, he's getting marooned somewhere.
Yeah.
To the Jets.
Yeah. And we're going to get a hefty return for him, I think, if we end up trading him.
Harrison for Breece Hall, straight up?
No.
No? Okay. Harrison for Breece Hall and is it 2 second riders?
No. He hasn't been able to prove himself yet.
I'm talking about after this year.
If he's crap 3 years in a row, it depends on what Breece Hall does this year.
I guess. I mean, they're both kind of like, he's already injury prone, which is not good.
Right.
Breece, he's iffy.
And even Brian Thomas Jr. also had injuries too.
Correct.
So, because he was supposed to be the next wide receiver stud before Harrison came into the league. I don't know. We have a lot of issues on the Cardinals, and obviously everything is going to be, what are they going to do at quarterback? That's the number one thing right now. Everything else will fall into place, whatever. So, Cardinals are either going to get somebody in the draft. Ty Simpson is a hot topic right now. They're either going to trade for one, which probably they could pick up Malik Willis, and they call it a good day. Free agency, that kind of thing. Like, do we go Malik Willis, who's played 10 games and he's played above average, right? Started 10 games, played above average, and he's actually a good dude and a good player? Or do you go familiarity for Jimmy Garoppolo with Mike LaFleur, since he already knows him? Do you go veteran and Kirk Cousins? There's a lot of things that the Cardinals can go in every which direction they want to, and what's best for the team. Because obviously we know Trey McBride could play. Obviously we know that Michael Wilson could play. We don't know for sure if Harrison could play. We need a running back that could play because we're not keeping James Conner.
So,
but I would be intrigued by Malik Willis, and I would be happy if they do snag him.
the best route,
what would you do?
and probably the easiest if I was the Cardinals, I would pay Malik Willis, despite him.
He's playing above average. We were talking about it earlier today.
He does what needs to be done.
Right.
In like he does what is asked of him.
Like because obviously he's on the Packers. When Jordan Love wasn't playing and Malik Willis went to go play, did you ever feel like, oh crap, we're gonna lose this game, or no, we're actually gonna win it?
No, there's a reason why that last week fantasy football where Jordan Love wasn't playing, I picked up Malik Willis on purpose
Right.
And then he got like 31 fantasy points.
And most teams, when your backup quarterback goes in, you're like, oh, crap, we're probably not going to win.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good to know that, hey, Packer fans actually believe that their QB2 could win games if Jordan Love was out for a number of games.
I personally do not want him to leave, but he will.
Yeah.
Because then also the backup quarterback market is not hefty.
No, not at all.
Like Joe Flacco. Like him would probably be the only one that I would take as a backup right now.
He's old, dude. He's got to be pushing 50.
Exactly.
40.
He's 40-something. But would you rather Flacco or Tua?
Flacco.
Exactly.
Give me Flacco all day long.
Exactly. So
I don't want to sniffing nothing on the Cardinals.
No.
Nothing.
I mean, Malik's stats, he's attempts 155 passing attempts, 105 completions, so he's rocking like a little under 68%.
That's good.
Touchdown interception, he's 6-3, so 50%, or 2 for 1. Passing yards 1,300, passer rating 99, rushing yards 405, and rushing touchdowns 4. And that's just all
the games together.
Is
that 10 starts?
I don't know. That's any game that he's touched the field in, whether that was Tennessee.
How tall is he?
6'1".
I take it.
225.
Take it. Give it to me.
And he's younger than I. He is 26.
Oh, so would you go?
What I would do if I was the Cardinals, I would sign Willis for whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Whether he's asking $30 million, and there are rumors about the Cardinals giving him 40, but
would you give it to him?
40?
Or would you go Kirk, Coach Chains, or go Jimmy Garoppolo?
No, Kirk and Jimmy are not a long-term solution. You might as well just keep Murray. So then,
or just stay with Jacoby.
Or you're gonna have Jacoby regardless, probably.
Right. But meaning like name him.
And Jacoby's a good backup too, as well, evidently. So I'd probably pay Malik around like 32 or maybe 30, and like a little like signing bonus or like an incentive bonus for like a couple years. So then it like squeaks out to maybe like somewhere between 90 million to like 115 million for like 3 to 4 years.
I was gonna say, so do you sign him short term and say, hey, you're only gonna be here for a couple of years until we draft our guy, or do you sign him long term and show him, hey, we want you to be our guy?
I would say literally what I just said.
Right.
So I'd say like 3 or 4 years, like a 3 or 4 year deal. Then,
is that enough though for an NFL player to say, okay, well, you believe in me?
Yo, what is he gonna take, about like $5 million per year in the Packers or what?
I'm saying like a 5-year type of deal.
Oh yeah, well, if you can have a 4-year, $120 million contract, that's $30 million a year. That's what he's asking for.
Yeah.
Then you can give a little bit of
fairness. I wish somebody did that to me.
Bonus on it.
Just a little bonus.
Yeah, a couple million. And then
that'll solve all my problems.
Use the number 3 pick.
On what?
Jeremiah Love.
Okay, so we are hurting at running back because we're not going to have James Conner, and we have Trey Benson.
Offensive linemen are dime a dozen. Running backs are not.
Right, so
unless you were to sign K9. Then, if you sign K9, sign Malik Willis, then you use that 3rd pick on offensive line.
Right, so that's what I was trying to get there. Thanks.
Beat you to it.
So in free agency, do we find a free agent running back instead of using it on Jeremiah Love? And then now we have, let's say we get Malik Willis, let's say we get K9. Okay, we got our quarterback and we got our running back. Now we need to fix our offensive line because it blows, right? And then our pass rush is literally nothing right now because our defense was not as good as it was supposed to be. And there's stud defensive ends coming in the top 10. And 2 of them just in Miami alone on the Hurricanes. So do we pick up one of those boys or do we pick up an offensive lineman? Because there's 2 guys coming out from Utah that are really, really good. What would you do? So if you got your quarterback through free agency, you got your running back through free agency, where are you setting that 3rd pick?
I will forever stand on the mountain to not draft an offensive lineman in the 1st round. Because like the best offensive line that the Packers ever had was like TJ Lang, Brian Bulaga, and like Bakhtiari and like Josh Sitton, and I'm missing one other dude, but they were all like deep-ish in the draft. And so like we drafted Jordan Morgan in the like 3 or 4 drafts ago in the 1st round. and he has not panned out to what a first-round pick should be.
Right.
So
Go with the best player on the board.
no bueno. Yeah, like no matter what.
Yeah.
So, and then there's also a lot of offensive linemen that will be probably cap casualties that could be picked up in free agency.
True. That's a true story.
The Packers are probably going to let go of like one or two of them, that being Sean Ryan and Elton Jenkins, possibly, which I'd be upset with Jenkins, but he's a pricey dude to pay for.
Right. Somebody will pay him.
Yeah. So the easiest route, like I said, Malik, $30 million a year for 4 or 5 years, draft Love, Jeremiah, and then spend a little bit of money on offensive linemen for like veterans and stuff.
Get Malik, get Jeremiah Love, and they get Trey Hendrickson.
You don't have enough money for that. You spent all your money on Malik. Sorry. And Kyler.
So where does Kyler go? What are the teams that are interested in him?
The only teams I would trade for him, which would be the Jets or the Raiders or the Dolphins.
But the Raiders are going Mendoza.
Backup.
Kyler doesn't want to be a backup.
But I feel like that the Raiders would not eat a contract of Geno Smith and Kyler.
Correct.
So that would leave just the Jets and the Dolphins.
What about the Steelers? Aaron Rodgers is a long term. Could he go to the Steelers and sit behind Rodgers for a year?
Who's the third string of the Steelers? I don't remember.
I don't
know it's Mason
I don't know.
Rudolph behind.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph's been there for like 15 years.
Yeah, but then he did leave for a little bit and went to the Titans and then came back. That's when the Steelers had like Kenny Pickett and Dwayne Haskins at one point. But obviously Pickett's on the Browns now. Haskins passed away. So then like all the, like maybe you trade Kyler Murray to the Steelers for like Jalen Warren and like a third, maybe. So then that gives like somewhat of a long-term solution after Rodgers leaves the Steelers, and then a running back for.
Cardinals are not going to get anything for Kyler. I was just thinking where Kyler could go once he's released, because he's going to get picked up fast. He's going to be the best quarterback on the market.
There's a lot of quarterbacks right now that would be on a veteran minimum deal.
Right.
Whether that's like Justin Fields or Cousins or Murray, Geno, who else? There's other people out there. They're on the low. Jimmy G.
I think Jimmy G is just in the talks.
JJ McCarthy.
Yeah. I know what the Vikings are trying to trade JJ. Is that a rumor?
Mm-hmm. Shopping.
Yeah, shopping JJ. That's right.
Like I don't
We'll see what happens. I mean, Kyler could go to the Vikings, and there you go. Do a 1v1 switch. Phew. We'll take JJ McCarthy. Would you do that? Or still go on the Malik Willis train?
I don't know. That's kind of like trading dick for butt at this point. And like with McCarthy and Murray, they're both not good right now.
Yeah.
McCarthy, I don't know if it's just because he's been hurt and hasn't, like, I don't know if he has the confidence that he had back in Oregon, but like
Michigan,
my fault. Yeah, I was
good.
Why was I thinking Oregon?
And Dylan Gabriel was in Oregon.
Gabriel, yeah. Who else?
Dante Moore going back. He was supposed to be in this year's draft, but he's going back. Dylan Gabriel came out when Shadur came out last year.
Yep. I don't know why I thought Oregon. That's crazy.
Yeah, you good?
But I don't know if Murray does much better in the Vikings offense than McCarthy does.
Yeah, do you think Murray's going to soar? Or did we see his peak?
You saw his peak that year that the Cardinals were like 8-0, and then the Packers beat him.
Yep, and that was it.
That was...
Thanks. Finito.
Yep, you're welcome.
Should have got rid of him a long time ago.
Yeah, and that, what was that, like 2019?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
It was the second year. Yep. But you know what? I'm going to bleed the Red Sea. I ain't leaving because I know one day we're going to win the championship. One day. Maybe it's next year. Maybe we go 14-3.
Maybe one day. When all other
teams are deceased and we're the only
31
ones left.
teams are not living.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot to be... next week's going to be moving in free agency, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think talks can legally be had starting Monday. Is that right?
I think
legal tampering.
Sooner.
You know. But you know these teams are talking to these players already. NFL rules. Starts Monday for legal tampering talks.
In a week from manana, so March 11th at 4 p.m. Eastern time.
The Cardinals better be like, they have to be so fast to get in the quarterback. They can't not be last like they were in the coaching search. They need to be first. They need to be the first team to grab a quarterback in free agency. So we know what direction we're freaking going, because I'm going crazy over here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
Give me Malik Willis, and then we'll just go with him.
I just need the Packers to get some sort of defensive back. Like either cornerback,
because you guys got
strong safety, free safety.
Who are your DBs right now?
Keyshawn Nixon.
That's right. That's it. Playing the backfield by himself?
That's pretty much. He's our starter, so. I mean, and then at safety, there's Xavier McKinney, so he needs to stay. Obviously, Parsons needs to stay. Gary might be a cap casualty, so he either might get cut or traded. Quay Walker might get cut or traded.
So what do the Packers need to do in order to win the Super Bowl?
Make it over to hump.
Yeah. What do you think is their mistakes? Or thing they need to focus
like they're
on?
kind of getting rid of their mistakes right now. As in, Bisaccia is gone. You cannot bring back Nixon for anything. He cannot be your starting DB. You can reach out to Jair Alexander again. Bring him back.
I thought you were about to say reach out to me.
For a low deal. You reach out to me. You're sixth-string cornerback. But Rasul Douglas, he's a free agent again. After getting traded from the Packers, he ended up going to the Bills and the Dolphins, and now he's free. So you grab him. Marshawn Lattimore just got released by the Redskins today.
That's right.
Or yesterday, one of the two. So then you can maybe look at him.
Is that where you guys are hurting the most, is DBs?
100%. And then obviously you're going to need a special teams coordinator. That it's not.
Didn't they name one?
Stupid.
The Patriots
Yes.
coordinator, what's his name? He's supposed to be a stud, dude. That's for sure. But I can't remember his name. He wasn't the special teams coordinator for the Patriots. He was something else.
I think he was a defensive backs coach.
Something
like that.
But I know the Packers got their guy.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think that one only came down like 4 or 5 days ago. But whoever they got, we'll see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. As long as you have a kicker that knows how to kick.
Brandon Aubrey is asking, I think, for like...
Oh, that's right. Did he get paid yet?
No.
Bro, he needs to get paid. The Cowboys have to pay him.
The Cowboys are not going to pay him, I don't think. Not what Aubrey wants. So...
Jerry Jones, bro, like, pisses me off. But the decisions he makes, I could be a better owner than he can. Like, and general manager.
And like he tagged Pickens, he's got CD, and he signed Javonte Williams for a longer deal.
Yeah, that's right. There was a 3-year deal. So maybe he's not going to get paid and Aubrey walks. Because would Aubrey be a free agent? Shoot.
Indeed.
Packers need to pick him up.
Mm-hmm. Mike is already there. Trayvon Diggs, we had Diggs.
For like...
But then released him.
7 days.
They were talking about bringing him back on like a cap-friendly deal.
Smaller deal.
So
he might.
You'd have Diggs and you have Parsons and you take Aubrey from the Cowboys as well. So
that's funny.
I'd be okay with it.
Just shop out with the Cowboys and you take CD Lamb while you're at it.
I know Parsons was trying to take Pickens too.
Yep.
Yeah. So you take all your boys, especially if they're good.
No, bro, Aubrey for the Cowboys organization. Pay the man whatever he's worth. And whatever he wants, really. Because that's what he's worth. Aubrey, the dude kicks 50-yard, 60-yard field goals like it's nothing.
Yeah, he was like top 10 in every like fantasy position, whether it was like quarterback, running back, wide receiver.
Which is saying a lot.
Kicker. Yeah.
And then he proved it. The Cowboys just have to pony up.
So the Packers need a kicker.
Every team needs Aubrey.
A new secondary.
Yep.
I will take Aaron Jones back as a backup running back. Yeah. Because we're letting go of Emmanuel Wilson, who took over Josh Jacobs. Then, like, logically, you could get a Trey Hendrickson if you were to let go of, like, a Quay Walker or a Rashawn Gary or even Elton Jenkins on the offensive line.
He does. But I know Hendrick probably wants to go play with a contender, yeah?
Yes.
The Packers are a contender. And then having Parsons on the other side of the line, like...
And Hendrickson led the league in sacks, I think, a couple years ago.
Yeah. No, that's scary. That would be a scary defensive end right there. That's crazy. But Parsons isn't coming back until the middle of the year?
September.
Okay.
So the beginning.
Yeah.
Same with Mahomes.
That's right, because there ain't no league without Mahomes.
Yeah, I know.
Ain't no league.
Just cancel the whole season without him.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. I wonder when that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift wedding's going to be. I want to watch it.
Hopefully it's during the Super Bowl or something.
Oh, yeah. 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 No, I think they ain't going to announce that crap. It probably already happened.
Probably.
And yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. We ain't no need of that. Well, cool. So, free agency next week.
Yep, and then we'll have no new exciting news, I don't think, in a week.
Hopefully not. No, I'm sure we will. But because free agency's all next week, so.
Correct. It is on March 11th.
Bum, bum, bum. All right, well, anything else NFL-wise we need to discuss? Probably wearing my Kyler Murray jersey one last time.
Shouldn't even wear it this time.
Represent. I mean, he did play 7 years for us, whether it was crappy, good. 7, whether it was crappy or good. 7 starting years. I don't know. 8. Drafted in 18.
Could have been 7 years and 8 seasons.
Yeah. You're right.
But
he had a farewell tweet that he did. I was gonna read it, but I don't have my phones.
nobody got time for that.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. But
Yeah. Blah, blah,
whatever.
blah. I'm short. I suck. See you
Move
later.
on. Appreciate it, but didn't at the same time, you know? Like you did have amazing plays.
I got
here
Call of
and there.
Duty to play.
Yes. That was part of it. Like, never mind. Whatever. All right, well. Yeah. Let's end this thing. All right, so we'll go ahead and wrap this up. As a reminder, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and then share it with your friends and family. We're also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Give us a follow there and a rating. And then leave us a comment via Instagram or one of those platforms of who you think is going where. What big free agency signings are landing in certain teams? Where Kyler Murray going to go? Are the Packers going to do anything? Anything. So let us know. Until next time.
Yippee!